mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So, we're standing here in our little make everything, although I had somebody suggest the garage or the workshop. The workshop. I don't mind the workshop. You know, it's got a nice ring to it. Garage is like vehicles only, but you know, we're about to build a vehicle. So, before I go any further, I do want to prove to the naysayer in the comment section that yes, there's one in the box and 2 in the machine. So I've got 3 on standby at any time if I decide to increase nuclear, which is currently still not running because I haven't built any nuclear fuel because we don't need it, A, but I'm expecting to need it later, and B, we've got 3.1k. I could start automating nukes and go crazy with nukes if I really wanted to. But what I want to do this episode is I actually want to get the all-important artillery wagon automated. Which is going to require a little bit of spaghettify. So if I put that there, it means you can get your pipes directly. That's a good start. If I bring that down, put in a splitter, as we've done many times before, bring this across, you can get your red circuits. You can get your steel here, and that just leaves gears, which are conveniently right here, which leaves engine units. So if I put down a simple requester chest, because at this point in the game you've definitely got requester chests, unless you're playing some weird mod, at which point you guys can spaghetti it in yourself, and put that there, and I want at least on a normal game to find the artillery wagon. 5, please, sir. I'd like 5. Yeah. Except, as soon as I got 5, that's not going to be enough. I'm going to want a lot more. Same with that. I want to request a lot more than that because, well, 200 is what this is. 600. You need 600 for 1 minute's worth of production. Or they take 4 seconds. Okay, sure. Call in 600. I really don't mind. Like, you just bring them in as fast as you can. The other stuff will finally clear off. I'll just take it to my inventory. Done. I'm requesting 200 points. Okay, whatever. You go build me some artillery. Because I want to build a Kraken. But first off, I want to fix plastic. Because I decided, look, we're on episode 26. So that means we're not that far from 30. By 30, I want to have, well, as soon as I've got the Space Science Pack research, I want to be able to launch a rocket. From there on, I'd like to have a base that consistently launches rockets. It doesn't have to be fast, but it just has to be fast enough to keep up with the other science packs, which I haven't. Look, let's just unresearch. Fixed. Bring up the tech tree. Funnily enough, I haven't researched that one now. I keep forgetting to do it. What can I say? Okay, so I want to get plastic up and running. I want to prod mod the crap out of it. I want a second belt of plastic. Now, the first belt of plastic is pretty much going straight into red circuits. So it means a second belt, even if I tied it in right here, which means I might have to move ammo down slightly, but that's okay. If I tied it in straight here or brought the second belt up and just dumped one belt there and let one belt continue along the bus, it means at this point I should have a second belt of plastic, which is more than enough to run what we've got here. You know, we produce 1 per second. We're not really flying along as far as rockets are concerned. In fact, it's really slow, but that's fine. That's fine. I just need a second belt of plastic. So, as always, we start with a screenshot. And then a crap ton of beacons. Because we're going to prod mod this guy. our first one is always to try and work out how we're going to get the blueprint to work. So we need to bring petroleum in. And then back out. That's easy enough. We then need to bring plastic in, which again should be easy enough. We can bring in plastic, bring coal in, run it across here, and then take it back out the other side. Stack inserter. Modules. And that is going to produce a grand total of 17 red circuits. Now, you've got to remember, a blue belt supports 45 total, but that's only 22.5 for one side of the belt. So technically, 2 of these machines will fill half a belt, and then 2 on the other side will fill another half a belt. And we should be good to go. Or we can try and do some sort of magic using 3 of them. So, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that. It's just for directionality. And as long as things line up, we should be good to go. We then need to work out output. You and you. I'm just going to steal you, because it's quicker to just put down individual machines than it is to blueprint. I'll wait for the bots to come to it. So that gives us 51. 51 plastic out. Now, what I'm going to do, it has to be blue belt, is I'm going to not have any blue belt on me and just build with ghosts. I'm going to do that. Now that should, and actually let's move you up a tile. That should let this machine load both sides of the belt equally. So it means this contraption here should fill and load balance perfectly one whole blue belt. And then I need 2 blue belts with, so we're just going to duplicate it. So turn off personal robots, go away, all of that crap. Coal goes to there. That's our output belt. You go to there. And if you looked at max rate calculator, whoop, wrong button, that button. We're only using 20 coal for a blue belt out. So if I can get a blue belt of coal in, it should be enough to run explosives plus 2 of these builds. So that actually means I got to find my coal. Upgrade, 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 upgrade. And we probably need to backtrack this. Oh, you're fitting coal from every different direction. That one is the one that comes from here, which is prioritized to this crap that I want to get rid of. Okay. That's a hell of a way to backtrack. But sure, we'll just backtrack all the way back. Because I really want to get rid of my starting patches. They're sort of in the way. They're in the way of me having some serious train stations. Yep. Technically, to there. Okay. The only thing I didn't do was power. So power, if I put a substation there, and a substation there, we're done. Actually, let's do a cut. Okay, I've got beacons up here I'd like to share. So let's undo that cut. Let's just build the whole thing backward. Okay. So you to there. Oops. Screenshot machine just went off again. Okay, you. Oop. I don't know if I can actually build it backward because As you can see here, I've got a 1 tile gap and a 1 tile gap and a 1 tile gap, 1 tile gap. On this build, I don't have those gaps. I just don't have the room for them. They're not part of the original build, so I'm going to have to potentially squeeze crap in. Okay, in that case, copy, paste, add that. You need to go right 1 tile. Thanks. I'm just turning my personal robots on to do that, but okay. So we're going to go down, across, down, and in. And before I get too much further, let's duplicate it. I want the plastic to go the other way. I want the plastic to come out to the right. The robot almost got there to drop it down and then had to turn around because I move things. Okay, that goes there, that goes there. Coal will come in up here, so I'm just going to put that there for ease. Petroleum is... Look, belt, you're just in my way. Petroleum is going to go in like that, and then through to there with a pipe and a pipe. That goes there, that goes there. Output. You can go away. Which then means if I copy and paste that, magic should happen. You need an input for your coal. And in theory, I've got a lovely duplicate I can put paste there and paste there. And then we'll go look at the damage in a second and see whether that actually worked or not. Done. Let's put... I guess you can go there. This is going to be our plastic output, which the sooner I can hook up the better, because currently the base is starving for plastic. If I get that hooked up into there, and then substation there, hopefully everything's happy. Let's do that, and then upgrade planner, what's missing. Okay. Again, we'll just upgrade planner. Okay, I think that works. And then I need to duplicate it again with this, except I need to actually have it so it works. You go away, you go away. So I know that's fine. I then know that beacon coverage, I can just plot these and they line up beautifully. No, I need that 1 tile gap. Okay, try again, JD. So I do need 1 extra tile in the side, which then means you go there, and oops, you go there, you go input, coal belt I haven't really sorted out yet, just yet, so you just be patient. It's not quite fully compressed. Why not? It has gaps. It has gaps because this guy can't output fast enough. Because when he's given his chance to swing, he doesn't always have enough. Thanks, auto screenshot save thing. He doesn't always have enough room or enough of buffer on the belt to put a substation in there instead. He doesn't always have enough room to have words. He doesn't always have enough time / buffer to swing back and grab more. And hopefully, I need this belt done. Hopefully that fixes the problem. Yeah, that looks really good. Nope. I say that and then there's a gap. There's another gap. Okay. Fine, we'll do the same thing. We'll give you extra chances to put your crap on the belt. Okay, where were we? We were down here. Actually, I think that's done. The biters are at it again. I was sorting out the biters actually between episodes. I don't need that. I do need you to have power. I don't need any of that now. It could all get packed up. Coal needs to come down here. Yep. We need to split it. Run that in that way, and red belt's more than good enough for this one. In fact, red belt is good enough for all of this because we've already chewed 20 off the belt. Wearing the top plastic. You know what? It's just easier just to let you go ziggy zaggy. And there's another gap. Okay, you go there. Whoever thought my problem would be I couldn't get inserters to swing fast enough? You know, that is the problem with this build. It's so efficient that the inserters are the slow part and they keep dropping the ball. Alright. No good answers. Alright, where does this plastic belt have to go? That's the question. There's no room there because I ran the uranium. Technically, it could run... Is that plastic as well? Oh, that's a dedicated plastic. Okay. Technically, I could run straight along here to the radars and then run straight up from the radars and then feed straight into just this one belt and leave the other one that goes to the bus for the bus. That seems like a reasonably good idea. Zoom all the way in, place all the belts through everything, we don't really mind. We want to go above the radars at about this height. That seems pretty good. Okay, so now I just got to get one of these belts to plug in there. Okay, plug that one in there, plug that one in there. This has got all the output inserters in the world, so hopefully it's enough. We're gonna let me through pipes. Pipes, please. You're embarrassing me here. Okay. I'm going to use blue underground because it's just easier for this particular construction job. Fill in the missing belt. And that one. And this is obviously a bit of no man's land. Yeah, there's more no man's land. Damn. Okay, we'll have to fix that. We're going to red underground. Oh, screenshot. Screenshot. Done. We're going to underground that one. there, and there, and there. Hey, no longer in the middle of no man's land. Okay. Run this belt up, making sure there's no gaps. Look how beautiful it is. Belts just magically show up with robots. Again, we got blue underground because it's just easier, not cheaper, but just easier. Bring that one in, that one. Whoop. And then I want to go in here. Done. And then as soon as plastic starts flowing, anytime now. Oh. There we go, still do, yeah. It's one little bit that's out to get me. Okay, once the bots build that part, it's done. So we're going from 1 belt of plastic to 2 belts of plastic, which means rocket faster. Possibly science pack faster as well, but definitely rocket faster. It also means I can cut that piece of belt, and that should force all the plastic up the bus to run our low density structures, which are still the main machine holding back our rocket solid, which is already 57% complete. So you can't argue things are not moving along. Also, technically means I can extend red circuits if I had any green circuits to feed it with. Okay, so that's that problem done. That's taken care of. Don't need to worry about that anymore. Kraken. So, my community maps feature what we call a Kraken, and it's train. It's a small, tiny artillery train. And there's actually been I asked on Discord yesterday, day before, a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, what size train should I build for the Kraken on the rocket per minute base? And the suggestion started at a 3060 or a 3070. So that is 30 locomotives with 70 artillery wagons. And there was debates whether it's too big or too small or whatever. But I think that's the number I'm going to go for. Because I don't think I'm going to be pulling it out that often. Okay, and that's the other thing I was doing. All right. Before JD gets sidetracked on his sidetrack, just rip up there to there, please. And then find some lasers. Thank you. Because I realized I've any ammo I turn into uranium ammo, I technically can't use for research. So I'm just in the process of, just swapping out piece of the wall by piece of the wall for lasers. There, all of that, please. Which is leaving parts of the wall undefended with no robot coverage and this and that, and it's causing problems. That's why I'm doing it in little pieces. But I stopped and I looked at the wall and I'm like, oh look, we've got green ammo up to here. It comes on down there. That's a lot of ammo already. So I figured that we'll just swap it. We'll swap out our AP for some lasers, and then I just don't have to worry about it. Anyway, back to building trains, because I'd really like to. I doubt I'm going to get built in one episode. You're probably going to come back and find out it's magically built in the next episode, but I do want to get at least started at least. So, with artillery trains, you need to be able to drive them in and then load every single wagon. So every single wagon, and locomotive, that's the other thing, needs to be out on a bit of track where you can get an inserter to put in fuel or artillery shells, one or the other. So I need a very, 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 very long piece of track that, because I'm going to go with single-headed trains, does technically need to loop back on itself and have some way for the train to drive forward outwards. Because I've been using single-headed trains and I want to keep that up. Even though a cracking goes into a coil, so maybe this will be our one and only double-headed train. I don't know, haven't really decided that much, that far in advance. But step one is make somewhere to load said train. And that's going to be our loading station, roughly. Which now means I don't need any of that crap on me. I need a row report. I've got a row report. Excellent. Right there. I need to request in locomotives. 30. Oh, 30 are being delivered. Excellent. Artillery wagon. 70. On the way, 7. So it's 5 that had built plus 2 it had sitting in its internal buffer. Which now means this poor machine is going to be trying so hard. Let's upgrade Planner U, because you'll definitely look like you're slowing down the process. What do you need? Oh, pipes might slow down the process as well. No? Here. Southern trains. I keep forgetting it's Southern trains. 16 pipe. Okay, now you're slowing down the process. Okay. Upgrade planner. And you. And we'll just give you 2 of those. And we'll give you... No, that's really not going to help from the looks of it. I'll try it anyway. I'll give you 2 of those. Oh no, maybe it will. And gear machine. We'll upgrade planning you as well. Too long hair go faster? Yeah, too long hair go faster. Okay, so starting with train stop. We're going to put this here and we're going to call you Kraken. 5, 10, no, hang on. Do I have any inventory? Yep, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You, and you. So, my train track ain't long enough. First thing we've realised, train track not long enough. Okay, you have some wood. Okay, we're just gonna have to. I'll work that out shortly. Yep. Okay, you have 5, 10, 15, 20. So if I drop you to 50, 5, 10, 15, 20. That's a start. Okay, at the same time, can I order in 1 shipment, please, of fuel go faster? Which actually means that's going to be another thing I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to really get some serious nuclear fuel running. You know what? If I copy from there to there. Okay, some idiot didn't signal it. Be patient. Can I sort of use this as some sort of blueprinty thing to sort of work out where things are going to roughly double in length? Yeah, sort of. Put it there. And then get rid of that. Screenshot machine. And then signal. Yeah, okay. So that was important. Which should mean, in theory, I could run that back to there. But we're not going to do that just at the moment. We're going to go robot coverage. Lots of it's missing. Okay. Play run up the tracks. Before trains are active on it. Especially Krakens. Because Krakens kill you so hard you don't even see it coming. And then, well, at least prior to this version, there was nothing left. They demolish you so hard that your armor didn't even survive the encounter. There's a lost spot somewhere. Oh, don't clear that. Just clear this one tree. One tree. There we go. Okay. Build a train station. Pop that there. Change that to... Actually, no. Whoa! Shit. I want that, please. Thank you. Put fuel in the locomotives. That's all the fuel they get. Why can't you go to the Kraken? Oh, there's one track missing. Well, that's alright. You can go to the temporary stop, a bottle fly out, a bottle fix it, then you can go up to the Kraken station. Oh, a bot won't fly out and fix it because I'm in a train. Even though the train is meant to stop so I can fix it. Yeah. Okay. Go to Kraken. Delete the temporary stop. Walk far around this train. Do not get close to it. It will kill you just by looking at you. Delete that. Nope, I still don't have enough. I still don't even have enough to build another section. So in the meantime, let's just go rip up a whole bunch of that. 3 of them. Yeah, I know. Screenshot machine has more screenshots to take. I really hope this is going to be epic when I put it together, if it works. Why are you wrong? Why are they so far removed from the front line? That looks fine. It's on the belt line? No. Oh, because they're at an angle. Let's get an original spare. An original set of 3. There to there. Much better. Okay. Where were we? That looks a bit better. There to there. You have no power. I guess what? It just means I'm going to have to rip up more. How unfortunate. And we'll just add some lasers in the corner. Yeah, see, like, the gun turrets are doing well. It's just, I don't want more and more uranium ammo that I just can't use. Anyway, where were we? We were dropping that number by another 10. I'm going to take you and you. I'm going to place you on the train track. So, hang on. That's... We're requesting 40, so that's 30 on the track already after I had this lot. So if I add another 5, that's half the length it's going to be. My box is right there. I just want to touch the box. Let me touch the box. 2. 1 on its way. hurry up, make everything. We're out of engines. It's bound to happen. I didn't prod mod them. I should have, but didn't get around to it. So it's just running slow. Okay, it still gives us an idea. So to be 5 longer. So to come to here. So that is a whole twist, almost a twist and a half. No, almost 1, 2. So then it's going to come down to about here somewhere. So look, we can make it double-ended, and I think because they coil up, we probably should do that. So we're going to do a 30, 70, 30, which probably means that I'm going to end up going 30, 100, 30, or 31, 20, 30. Either way, I'm going to make an artillery cannon, artillery train. It's going to be called Kraken. I'm going to get that done between episodes, so you guys don't have to sit here and wait for another 100 artillery to be made. Actually, trains without the track. So we needed, this was 30, right? 1. Oh, really? I can't link a train to. Okay. 10. Include trains. So if I put that on there, can I then put more on the end of that? No. But I can extend it by 10, which then means if I go down to my requester and knock 10 off the requester chest, then we're still keeping count. If I can find my requester chest. So yeah, I'm going to go build this between episodes. Get this train done. Well, there you go. This will get us to the halfway point at least. Except the bots are going to build it from the wrong end, because this is the end I walked up to first. Because bots are awesome like that. Hi, biters. Yeah, the uranium ammo is sort of, it's doing well, but it's struggling. Those spitters hurt. So yeah, I'm going to finish replacing lasers, get the Kraken built. And then I'll see you guys the next episode where, well, science should be done. So yeah, we should be able to, I don't know, start actually launch our first rocket. Launching our first rocket will definitely be the next episode, along with probably building somewhere for a Kraken to coil. Because I know there's blueprints out there on the internet, but they're not going to suit our size train because it's going to be slightly larger. So yeah, I need to work out somewhere for it to coil, and probably put a coil down here and start letting loose. Anyway, all for the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I know I ramble far too much, but you know, it's why you guys are here, let's be honest. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. All right, bye.